So I made up my mind that I'm not going to let that be the case ever again. The hospital? Hachan, is that what those pills are for? Just listen, please. Shizune is the opposite of how I was. She had always wanted to draw people closer to her. That's the only reason Shizune was interested in me in the first place, I think. And I think I was determined to not let that happen in a way. Misha casts her eyes downwards, understanding perfectly. I never realised how hard that can be. And now, I feel like I'm going to return the favour, even if it takes twice as long. I already learned a second language just to get this far. So did Misha, but it wasn't as hard as I thought, but it was definitely hard. Sometimes I felt like I was clawing my way up a mountain with how my hands hurt. And you did the same thing, and it was for the same reason, wasn't it? It's really amazing, which is why it makes me sad and a little angry that you would say a stupid thing like that. That's just what I believe anyway. Her shoulders slump and Misha almost slides to the floor, like she is drained of all energy. You're too dramatic, Hachan, she says while looking away, turning her head almost as if she wants to look out the school grounds, but not turning it enough to do so. Wahahaha. Oh hell. Oh please don't let it be Shizune. Man, this is not a good time, Shizune. We were having like an intimate moment, you know, letting our feelings out. Now we know what the fuck's going on. It's pretty deep and meaningful at the moment, and you just can't actually, if it's Kenji, seriously, I will go and get my gun again. The door behind us opens, the sound only barely able to be heard over the ambient breeze. Oh hell, it is. I've been looking everywhere for you two. Is this some secret meeting? No, but you sure as hell did just fuck up the mood. She walks over to us, leaning against the fence next to Misha as if she needs to stop and catch her breath, before pushing herself off it and continuing. I'm bored sitting in the student council room every day now, without either of you ever coming by. Taking some time off is fine, but this is just too much. Normally Misha and I would be jokingly making excuses for ourselves at this point. This time, there's only silence. Shizune, always expecting resistance, is thrown off balance by the lack of it. A few seconds pass in uneasy silence, which Shizune breaks with an ear-shattering "Ow!" I fucked up that snap and it sounded like I clicked my finger at the same time. Ow, that really hurt. Yep, no, I'm not going to do it again because that... Alright, no more snapping of fingers for me. I'll leave that up to Shizune. Of her fingers, smiling as if to say, Eureka! Let's go do something together. Like what? She's not even gonna ask, like, what the whole debacle is between... Although, she does know. I mean, apparently that was quite some time ago, and I can tell that it was quite some time ago, because, well, Misha now has pink hair, and used to be blonde, and my god, Misha looked amazing before she had her whole midlife crisis at the age of like 16. Anything. We should go to the student council room first and then figure it out from there. It seems like a trick to get us to do work instead. Very funny. Misha laughs, managing to let out a restrained wahaha. That Shizune can't see it makes me feel better. It means that it wasn't only for her benefit. I was thinking that you both actually could help me with something. What else is there? We can't go out to eat. We already ordered in yesterday, and that was already breaking policy. 3 days in a row would be unforgivable. Oops. But that was ordering in, Shichan. Going out to eat is different. Yeah, totally different. You're both kidding yourselves. Before I can reply, Shizune grabs my hand, limiting my ability to do so. My options cut down so drastically. I have no choice but to settle for making a face at her instead. She makes one back, before extending her hand to Misha as well. When Misha is reluctant to take it, I walk forward as far as holding on to Shizune at the same time will allow me, and take her hand myself. Ha ha ha, oh, that's cute. She only has a second to smile before Shizune starts pulling us impatiently towards the door. binding us together like a human centipede. Thought I'd just put that in your mind. Oh, Misha looks a little different in this one. She looks more, I guess, animated than she usually would. I'm very tall, aren't I? And that fucking bit of hair, god damn it. Man, you use like some hairspray or something, seriously. Maybe that's part of my charm, the little bit of hair. Although it's dangerous, none of us seem to think of letting go any step of the way through the school, out of the doors and across the grounds. This feels familiar, as if we've walked like this before, the three of us hand in hand. Of course, the mood was a lot happier then. I can see the lingering sadness on their faces, and it makes me wonder if anything has really changed, if this is all just a distraction or not, but I think it's just me slipping back into being cynical because of the moment. It's the start. Oh yeah, new chapter. What the hell? Is she a teacher now or something? Who is this? Is this Misha? Maybe that's Misha. Oh damn it, I didn't see the... Oh no, I didn't see the title. No! Wait. Fuck, it doesn't tell me. Oh god damn it, I missed it. I'm sorry. Only a day later, the weekend has already arrived. I drop a heavy stack of books on the librarian's desk, not meaning to slam them, but they weigh so much that it happens anyway. Yeah, you love to slam books just down by Yuko, don't you? You just love to just... Hey Yuko! Oh, the books are here! Oh, if that didn't wake you up, just thought I'd better let you know that the books are here! Books are there! Yuko! Sorry, that probably killed all of my headphone users out there. Oh, yep, there we go. We woke up Yuko. Yuko bolts out of her chair with enough force to dislodge her glasses as she barely holds on to them. Oh, hi. Sorry, I'm here to return all those books I was supposed to. Oh, good stuff. Yeah, about time. That's great, but I wish you had brought them back sooner. It wouldn't be a problem if the library had more copies of everything, but it doesn't, and they act like it's my fault. They? Other students, they can be, arseholes, wankers, pushy shitheads. Sorry, this just kind of slipped my mind. It's been a pretty rough couple of days. Oh, I suppose you don't want to talk about it. Yuko loves to talk about these sort of things, doesn't she? I like Yuko for that fact. Yuko meekly turns to the task of logging all the books I've brought back as returned, treating them with extreme care and precision, like she's a bomb disposal technician rather than librarian. Sorry, that was needed. Just like that... Oh no, I've forgotten. I was going to say Hurt Locker. Is it Hurt Locker? You know, that guy with the bomb suit, he's like a bomb fella. No? Enough about bombs. I've given up on that joke. Over the past couple of days I've been thinking about something Misha said. Of course, I'd thought about everything she said, but one thing in particular keeps coming back. She talked about how she didn't want to miss people or think about being apart from them anymore. When I recalled those words, they stopped me cold, like a sharp slap across the cheek. Ow. At least it woke me up. In just a few months, we'll be graduating. Misha and Shizune were nearly inseparable, but after graduation, they might never see each other again. I wonder if that thought is what started all of this. If Misha were able to try and talk to Shizune about it, Shizune likely wouldn't think about it at all. It would sadden her, and for that reason she would try and toss it away. Yeah, that's true. For someone like Shizune, who is so quick to suppress her worries, it would be easy. I guess that's why Misha got rejected so bluntly, I guess. Misha turned out to be more sensitive than she seemed. It would have crushed her, even more so because Shizune's reaction could come off as pretty cold. I don't know if that's how Shizune handled it, but it seems likely, and I can understand why she would act that way. I can also understand why Misha would be troubled by the thought of drifting away from someone who is such an important part of her. I'd never thought about graduation until that moment. Then I began to think things like, Has it really only been less than a year? I started thinking everyone I've met, not only Shizune and Misha, but everyone else. Hanako, Lily, I'm probably gonna meet Emmy and Rin. Oh, and Kenji, of course. I guess I have to give him some credit. And Matao, even though he wasn't really much of a part in this, but hey, he's a GC. I started thinking of everyone else, everyone else. They were fond thoughts. Then I thought of losing them. Suddenly, I could understand Misha's anxieties. It could be nice to talk to someone about it. Actually, I kind of want to. Well, that was a long thought of whether you want to talk to Yuko about it or not. With whom? Jesus, did you really just ask about Yuko? I can sense an obvious tinge of apprehension in her voice. With you. Ah, really? Are you sure? Why? Me? What? No, not you, Yuko. The person behind you. You're standing in front of her. Can you move out of the way? No, I was meaning the person behind you. Can you move out of the way, please? Oh, God, never mind. I'll tell you. Jesus. Because you're an adult. Well, I'm sure that just made her feel really old. That's it? Ah, that's... Once again, she fidgets a little in her seat, trying to get comfortable in a pretty uncomfortable looking way. I guess this means she's okay with it. Is it hard being an adult? Yes. I don't think I'm that old though. It's surprising that students now are like Shizune and you wear stuff like perfumes or cologne. I never did. I still don't use them. Well, I guess that's just a personal choice. I hardly ever wear cologne, and if I do, it'll be on a Saturday night when I'm out trying to get laid. I mean, while I'm out trying to converse with females of similar age, talking about politics and adult stuff. Yes. By the way, you're not wearing your grape cologne today. My grape cologne today? Oh, that's right. Yeah, it wasn't working out for me. Oh, that's good. Because I don't think it was working out for the books you ruined. Asshole. I thought the same thing. Sorry. Yuko looks genuinely sorry, and I feel a pang of guilt. I smile, despite myself. A tiny lie like that can come back to bite me in the arse. For Misha, trying to conceal how she felt in order to put on a happy face for Shizune for so long must have been crushing. Yeah, I agree, man. I know that feel, bro. Someone I know brought up that we're going to be graduating, and I realize that I've never thought about it before. I feel stupid that I could go so long and never think about these things. I've met a lot of great people, and I've never thought about what it's going to be like to graduate and maybe never see them again. There are still ways you could keep in touch. Yeah, I guess. I feel childish. I know everyone is going through the same thing, probably. I bet you hear this kind of problem a lot. She's not exactly a psychiatrist. No, I haven't been working here that long. I wonder how old Yuko actually is. She only seems maybe like a year older than me. Which would be 19 or 20. I worry about the same thing when I graduated from high school. I didn't go to school here though. I also miss my friends, and I wish I had kept in touch with them better. I should have tried harder. Yeah, I'm the same. I probably should have tried harder to keep in contact with my friends. Although, I mean, I do have them on Facebook, but it's not like you can talk to all of them every night. You sort of keep your close friends, well, close by, obviously, which is maybe a group of 10 or so, you know, and then the rest of them just sort of trail off and you hardly ever talk to them, maybe once or twice a year. It's sad. Maybe the only thing that sort of connects us is when someone has a 21st and we all sort of go to that, which is always good. 21st birthday party, I mean. Yuko is really helping me feel better, and she clams up quickly to see when she sees it on my face. I don't want to look back and have those same regrets. I wonder if Shizune even thinks about that kind of stuff, because she goes on sometimes about how she doesn't want to live with any regrets. You know that feeling when you're so close to a sneeze but it just won't come? Where you sit there, just with your mouth open and your head held up high, because you can feel a sneeze coming along, but it won't come, and you just look like an idiot the whole time. I know, I had to yawn. Fuck! Sorry. I'm gonna try and restrain this sneeze because I know it's just sitting there, just tempting me. Well, that sounds impossible to me. I nod, only half wanting to agree. Even so, I think that is kind of admirable too. Kind of brave, don't you think so? Brave is a new way to put it. Oh, maybe she's trying to go for me. Maybe she wants my D. Yuko shakes her head insistently. It's true though, and also kind of intimidating. Geez, you shouldn't be intimidated by high schoolers. Oh, they are pretty intimidating motherfuckers. I'll try. She turns away to start folding a sticky note over and over. Pretty idle behaviour for a university student, but more importantly I wonder if I said the wrong thing to her. I think you said the wrong thing to her. Being around Shizune for so long, I can't stop reading as much as I can into every moment of silence. If Yuko were the type of person who didn't get intimidated by high schoolers, it probably wouldn't be so easy to talk to her. It's all too easy to want to shed some negative quality of yours, when I think of everyone I know, it's those qualities that I like the best. You just like venting to everyone. Oh, Yuko's back. I don't think I really regret it. I thought, as long as I could remember the good times, that was enough. I don't know. Sorry. I notice a couple of students starting to trickle into the library and decide that my time is up. Well, it was a good talk, Yuko. I'll see you later. No, that was helpful. I feel like two of my friends are fighting because one of them is taking the fact that we might not see each other again after we graduate really hard, and the other is probably being stoic about it, which only makes it worse. I don't get how I'm supposed to handle this kind of situation. It doesn't seem like the kind of problem where I'll end up taking a side, but it could turn out that way, and then I have no idea what I'm going to do. You should tell them they shouldn't fight. Well, I wish it was that easy with those two. I know, fighting is bad. Fighting is bad. It's not Shizune and Misha, by the way. What? Who the fuck are we talking about then? Oh, okay, I wasn't really thinking that, though. Ooh. You just got found out. How embarrassing. Even though I knew it would be, I still feel my cheeks redden. Oh, see that? What's that? See that tomato over there? Yeah. Oh, no, wait. That beetroot. You see that beetroot over there? Oh, no, sorry, that's just Hisao's face. And even so, I still said something so transparent and blatantly a lie. But it could be that sometimes that is the right way. Do you have any books about people who have to make hard decisions? We have a lot of self-help books. It's funny that I can find that surprising, because I wouldn't have only a few months ago. I meant about, not for. There aren't many, right? Yes, not many, I mean. Though I feel a bit apprehensive about it, I want to talk to Shizune. I don't understand why I feel nervous about it, and that disgusts me a little. Okay. Oh, we're back in the student council room. I'm assuming about to get our shit pushed in. It also motivates me to look for her, right then and there. Although I don't have to look very hard. She's in the student council room, as always. Doing fuck all. Worryingly, Mishra isn't with her. When Shizune notices me and looks up from her paperwork, the first thing I ask is where she is. I don't know. Wait, oh, hang on. We could interpret this the wrong way. Is that a, I don't know, like, I don't care? Is that a, I'm pissed off? I don't know? Or is that just a generic, I don't know? There is so much uncertainty in her answer that I can't let it go just like that. Yeah. She's missing a lot of skill. Do I look like I care? Are you the attendance police? I don't know how to interpret this. I don't know whether she's backing her up or whether she just doesn't care. hidden panic at the word. Despite her best efforts, she can't help being satisfied and eliciting surprise from everyone else to the very end. Even then, I can see that she has bigger concerns from how quickly her smile vanishes. Before either of you noticed me, I saw what you were saying. I'm not stupid. If I hadn't, I could still see through Misha while we were walking back. Even if she hadn't told me everything later, she didn't make a big deal out of it. But anyway, you look at it, it's my fault, isn't it? Oh, but anyway you look at it, it's my fault, isn't it? What did she tell you? Shizune winces at the question, though it's clear she's been expecting it. She follows it up with a very grand gesture. A lot. Like that I can be selfish and confusing. I try too hard to bring people around me and then push them away. I didn't know what I should do. I thought she was right to mention all those things, so I just agreed with her. But that only made things worse. I don't understand. Adjusting her glasses, she looks pretty tired. I hope it isn't because she's been busy avoiding Misha, but I can't help considering the possibility, seeing where this conversation is going. It's true. Even the student council being this small, and us always being swamped with work is my fault. I might have even ended up driving a lot of people off and away from the student council acting like that. Shizune wags a finger mischievously, acknowledging that might is an understatement. However, from warily she does it, it's obvious the humour is only to put me at ease, and therefore not genuine. Like Lily, for instance. She was the first person to join when I started trying to recruit people again after everyone else left, but they couldn't stand me, I guess. We managed to put together the last festival, and even ran a booth together at the last minute. But I didn't like her because I thought she was selfish, always holding us up in order to tend to one friend of hers or another, and leaving Misha and I alone to sort out things involving the whole school by ourselves. If there were any problems she was going through, she would leave us high and dry while she panicked over it, and wouldn't come back until it was solved. She would focus on it 100% and be too preoccupied to focus on any student council work. That was the worst to me, that she could be so nice and still take so many people for granted. Why even join the student council work? It seems so short-sighted and selfish, don't you think? I'm sorry, but Shizune, I thought this conversation was about you, not Lily. Hey, well, I'm sorry, but I'm backing up Lily because I had sex with her 3 times and didn't even get to see your pussy when you had sex with me, apparently. For all I know, I could have just been sticking a nub up there. But it's actually me who's that way. Like Misha said, always trying to pull people close to me and then shutting them out. That's how I've treated her, which makes me a bad friend. It feels like I did the same thing to you, then, so I guess I'm a bad girlfriend too, even if Misha says that you might as well replace her. I'm angry that I screwed things up enough for it to get this out of hand. All I wanted was to... She pauses, look for the right words, tenting her fingers in concentration. Make people happy, I think. Even though that seems like a simple way to put it. As she rests her head against her hand, Shizune's bangs fell delicately across her eyes, hidden behind those polished glasses reflecting just the tiniest bit of light. It may be wrong to think so, but right now she seems especially beautiful, like a more complete person. It feels like this is my first chance to respond to her outpouring of emotions, replacing Misha as Shizune's interpreter. Misha must be joking. It took all my energy to keep up with her just now, her signing filled with gestures that I've never seen before. Likely their habits picked up from Misha and developed from years of them being together. I can never replace someone so close to her. I like you because I like you, not because I got tricked into it by you. Despite how hard she tried anyway, I continued to stare back into her eyes, as sharp as ever. The first time I saw them, they had seemed a bit intimidating to me, like the eyes of a predator. That hasn't changed, which I find reassuring. I still want to make everyone happy. Then stop trying so hard. Starting with Misha? Shizune looks a bit annoyed that I would imply she would start with anyone else, and smiles confidently, as though a friend's sadness is a physical opponent she can just strangle into submission. Of course, obviously, naturally. Taking off her glasses, oh wow. She leans back in her chair and lets out a sigh. It's the first time I've seen her without them on, but I don't get a good look before she slips them back on. Oh. But I'm too tired to start today. First thing tomorrow. Want to help? I think this is sort of something between you and her, to be honest. Yeah, okay. Fine. Don't fucking listen to me then, Hisao. Jesus. And I have other student council stuff you could help me with while you're at it. Yep, knew it. How did I know? Although it turns out that there isn't much other work at all. Oh, okay. Oh, well that's fine then. Katawa Shoujo, do 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 do. Katawa Shoujo. Okay. Oh my god. You didn't even let me, like, one... Oh, phew, okay, I thought it was going to keep going. There's no school today, so I expected to be able to sleep in late. Unfortunately, I'm awakened by someone mercilessly pounding on my door at 8 in the morning. Oh, that's not too bad. I have to get up at 7 every morning, so... Stop being so bitchy. At first, I think it could be Kenji. Please, no. But when my shouts of annoyance go unanswered, I realise it's Shizune. Okay. She immediately backs away from the door when I open it, quickly concealing something behind her back. Kind of ominous. She's got a dildo. She's gonna shove it up me. Oh god. What's that? Is it a surprise? I don't really like surprises. Is it a surprise? Oh, it's a surprise, Hisao. It's a surprise that you're going to love. It's a surprise that I'm going to give you forcefully. It's a surprise that might hurt a bit. It's a surprise that... Well, actually, it's just... No, I can't. The display's expression on her face says that she wants me to stop being such a weak blanket, but she's too busy fumbling with what's behind her back to sign it. It must be frustrating for her, because seconds later she swings the object out proudly, and also a little dangerously. Ta-da! A picnic basket. We can have lunch together, the three of us. Oh, cool. I'm actually in favour of this. Oh, is this the special last lunch sort of thing? It's not really a basket. It looks more like a plastic bag. Wow, way to be fussy, bro. Dick move. Taking a quick look inside, I can see that most of the food inside is also store-bought, not homemade. Jesus, you are picky. Just be grateful what's given to you, motherfucker. Some items still have the price stickers on. Oh my god. There's a very diverse selection here though. Oh wow, good. He's actually pleased at something now. Even a tiny tin of caviar, which is revolting. Wait, isn't caviar... Caviar's fish eggs, right? Am I right with that? I think caviar is fish eggs. Which I do not understand, apparently a delicacy. I'm slowly becoming more impressed with this lunch. I pick a grape out of there and pop it in my mouth. Maybe you should pop it in her mouth and she'll do it all sexually and like, oh. Don't just take things like that. I spent all night perfecting this final weapon. Shizune places it on the ground to free up her hands and immediately starts playfully tapping it between her feet like a soccer ball. Definitely not what you'd do to anything you're going to call a final weapon. All part of my get Misha to stop being so depressed plan. I stayed up all night. Get Misha to stop being all depressed. It's a good plan. When we tried to order in last time, Misha barely got anything and used it as an excuse to leave early. I won't let her get off so easily this time. This food is already here. She'll have to sit down and eat with us. It's the perfect bait. But this shouldn't be considered like bait, Shizune. It sounds kind of mean, although I suppose everything you do is planned out weeks beforehand, so... Doesn't everything look irresistible? Including you. I tried to make it myself, but I don't know how to make it look all fancy, so I ended up buying everything. It still looks delicious, doesn't it? It should be. He's very perky today. Juiced up on the thought of cheering Mishra, although it's odd to see her so happy about it. I know that she's just unsure now as she was yesterday. No, I think it's happy. I like Shizune all perky. The only thing that has changed is that by viewing it as another sort of challenge for herself, she can put her worries aside and throw herself into it recklessly. I need another drink. I'm losing my mind. Maybe not my mind, maybe just my words. It has worked well enough for Shizune so far. It wouldn't surprise me if it's the only way she knows how to live. It's a little early though, it is 8 in the morning. It's already 8 in the morning. Already? What the fuck is wrong with you? That's late, even when she gets up at 8 or 9. She goes to bed at 7 PM, but that isn't important. Like, she goes to bed at 7? Oh my god. It's very important. Shizune ignores me, gagging my hands? No, gagging my hands by taking them in hers instead of a more proper rebuttal. That way she lingers against me a moment longer than expected. It feels really comforting. The point is, she's awake right now, walking around somewhere. Let's go find her. Huh, okay. She sprints out the door impatiently, her gusto, and she drags me along looking for Misha. Makes me feel like I'm following a hunter on a safari, then looking for a mutual friend. Go, Hisao, go, find scent. We don't have to look very hard. Even cropped short, her pink hair stands out. The fact that she's just meandering around the grounds out in the open makes it even easier. Now I'm sounding like a safari hunter. We've found the prey. Now all we need to do is attack. Oh, I'm going to end it there too. Hope you guys enjoyed these few parts. I will definitely try and get some more sleep again because it seems to work out in favour, both for me and for you. You get a better commentary. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed and I shall talk to you later.